Hi guys, and welcome back to another installment of the Hot Mess Express, aka Seeking Sister Wife. So let's just dive into this nonsense, shall we? So we're going to start off with preggers and the adult male that has yet to hit puberty. And they're about to go on a date with Sarah, where they will awkwardly hit balls and sip on drinks made out of 2,000 flushes.
Are you ready for this?
I don't know. Today, Ashley and I are going to meet Sarah. It'll be the first time that I'm going to get to meet her.
And Shane is nervous because the last interview was a total disaster.
So you understand what therapy is?
Yeah, but that's like talking to somebody and then they basically fixing your problem. Well, you fix your problem.
I'm sorry, have you been to a therapist before?
Have not.
Okay, that shows.
But it's cool, guys, because Sarah has the same interest as Ashley.
It feels really good with Sarah. We have a lot in common, and it's nice.
We're shooting for the stars, folks. More like we're shooting for that small bathroom trash can, you know, the little wicker ones. Anyway, so Ashley's worried that Shane and Sarah won't have the same chemistry that she and Sarah share.
I don't know if Sarah and Shane will have the same chemistry. The two of them would have to have a dynamic.
And I mean, the bar is pretty low on that one, since these two have the chemistry of two paper plates rubbing together.
All right, well, I look forward to seeing you again.
Yes, definitely.
Likewise. It was fun seeing you.
Yes.
So they get to the ball hitting place.
Is this Sarah?
This
Hi, Shane. Great.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
How are you?
Good. Ready to play some mini golf?
And Sarah thinks that Shane is, just a standard dude, standard guy.
You know, he looks like an average guy, you know? Just easygoing, you know? Dad.
AKA an unsalted saltine. But it's cool, because they're all pretty much the equivalent of unsalted saltines.
Wow.
So Sarah and Ashley are having fun, and they're flirting, I guess. Sort of. I don't know. It was more like just two people giggling nervously.
Three were beside. You smell really good, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Towards the hole.
Anywho, so Shane's witnessing the flirting, and he's feeling a sort of way about it, you know, a certain kind of feelings.
And this is the first time I've really seen it with my own eyes. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm the third wheel now.
And why do I feel like this isn't what a sister wife or a sister husband is supposed to feel? Like that whole like jealousy thing that they all talk about. Why do I get that feeling? I mean, we got Shane, we got Nyla, and also the most miserable looking human on planet Earth. And they've all expressed how they feel jealous of the incoming sister wife. And I mean, I feel like they're all trying to convince themselves that this is something that they want to do. Like, for instance, I don't get that feeling from the two stalkers, allegedly, and the gaggle of girls, minus that new one. I don't get that feeling of like, I don't know, I'm not really sure about this whole situation, or I'm feeling jealous about this person. But with the other group of folks, I do.
Wow.
You know, and Shane is asking questions.
Ever been in a dynamic like this? Have you ever been in like a long period relationship with a couple or like?
And Ashley thinks that Shane is coming on too strong with his questions.
Shane is a harsh critic, I guess, with the potential women I'm seeing.
And, you know, he should be. He should be asking serious questions because you guys have children and another in the oven. You need to know everything and anything about Sarah. So Shane is a little suspicious about Sarah. He thinks that Sarah, you know, isn't really there to be a sister wife, that it's more like trying on a pair of shoes for her.
I don't know if I want to say confused, but it almost sounds like maybe you're not looking for the same thing that we're looking for.
She's just not serious about it. And, you know, let me tell you, I agree with him.
Like, we're looking for someone to be in a relationship.
First of all, I think that she's there for the TLC paycheck. And secondly, well, like Shane said, she's just not really serious enough for this whole wife-sister situation. And Shane wants to find someone soon, I guess, because of his health issues.
I have a lot working against me health-wise, so I want to make sure that we find the right person for Ashley.
And can someone please drop in the comments what those health issues are? I totally miss him. Like, what's wrong with him? So I need to take a minute because my dog Mango wants to tell you to like and subscribe. All right, let's get back to the show. So now let's move on to Trash Bag and Sad Sack. So it's the next day, and Sad Sack wants to give Natahlia, something.
Talking? Yeah.
So she swoops her way to the pool area. And, Dannielle's actually looking good. She doesn't look like she cried in her pillow all night. She's got lipstick on, and it looks like she found her hairbrush.
So I would like to ask you if you would be my sister.
So Dannielle pulls out this necklace to sister propose to her. And the necklace reminds me of a Georgia O'Keeffe painting, if you know what I mean, but ugly.
The necklace is the same that I gave to Roberta. Garrick drew the necklace and we had it made.
And not surprised that it's ugly, because Bag of Dicks over there is the one that designed it.
And it's a necklace that we plan to give to every sister wife that comes into the family.
Beautiful.
For his 5 Wives Club that he's trying to make. Anyway, so Natahlia says yes. And Natahlia, I hope you're in it for the green card, please.
I don't feel 100% that she's committed to me as a sister and trying to put those feelings aside.
It's probably because you look miserable 99% of the time. So then later on, Dannielle's getting Natalia's hair ready for the big proposal.
I am helping Natahlia do her hair. I think she knows what's gonna happen, maybe. She's got some idea, I think.
Wait a minute. We're supposed to pretend that she doesn't know a proposal's coming? I mean, you already gave her that ugly-ass necklace. What else does she think is gonna happen? So while that's going on, Poo-Poo Head is practicing his vows in Portuguese.
I'm about to ask one of the biggest questions in my life. I love her. So
Wait, wasn't the most important question your first marriage? And this proposal ring looks tacky AF. Honestly, Claire's called. It wants its 2005 flower ring back. I had one of these stupid flower rings, but mine wasn't as ugly.
I hope she likes the ring because she doesn't like fancy things. And the ring is fancy.
It looks more like costume jewelry. Honestly, this looks like something that Miss Debbie would own.
I designed it and then had somebody custom make it to look like a rose.
Oh, and he designed this as well? Well, I guess, that makes sense. I guess the ugliness of the ring matches the ugliness of the sister necklace. So for the proposal, Garrick's got 11 roses. I guess in Brazilian tradition, you have 11 roses and then the girl's the 12th or something.
I know that's special to them. And then her being like the 12th rose, I think is very special.
So he's got these 11 roses in a margarita pitcher, and Dannielle's there. And she asks him,
Were you nervous when you asked me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
and she seems to be surprised. Yikes. So they retell their proposal story, and apparently God spoke to Garrick, who told him to speak to Dannielle.
God told you something. What do you got to tell me? Open her mouth and told me.
God told me he was supposed to be my husband.
Anyway, long story short, God told him to get married. The end. So Garrick pulls out the ring, and she says yes. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah? Yes?
So it's the night of the proposal. And remember, guys, according to Dickbag, a proposal means that you can have sexy time. Oh, it just gives me the ickies just thinking about him. Barely acknowledges Dannielle and basically kicks her out so he can have his sexy time with Natahlia.
Bye-bye then. Have fun sleeping.
And in Dannielle fashion, everything's good, everything's fine, everything's cool, everything's great, and she walks out. But I bet you she went into the other room and cried herself to sleep while hearing zoo noises coming from the room Garrick and Natahlia are in. So now let's talk about the alleged stalkers. So they make it to Stephanie's house.
Why did you guys drive all the way down here?
Because that was the plan. I mean, you said you were off on Monday and Tuesday and that you wanted to see Justin.
And surprise, surprise, she doesn't want to see them.
I told Justin not to come.
Yeah, but you've been saying that you've been wanting to see him all this time. That's something that needs to be talked about.
So I guess Stephanie, who has issues of her own, said she's in love with Greg, her bestie. And Becky is upset because Stephanie kind of never told them about the fact that she was going to get together with Greg.
When you're in a relationship with somebody for 9 months, you don't think that you should say, hey, I'm switching relationships now? That's not fair to do that to me.
Anywho, Stephanie's been such a flake to them that I'm not surprised. And I'm also not surprised that they're surprised because they're stupid. But you know who wins in all this? Stephanie. Because she got a gym membership paid for. Hooray.
We really loved her, and she was really the perfect fit for us, we thought.
Whatever. Anyway, so they get to the hotel, And Becky explains to the Neanderthal guy what really went down.
The 20-year-old me would be like, I'm going to the house and I'm gonna whoop his ass.
He would beat him up. Like, what's wrong with this guy? He's truly a box of rocks upstairs. So these two are like two little chicks that just hatched into the world.
When someone promises you everything, promises I'm gonna be there with you until I die.
I mean, I get it. It sucks. But join the club, buddy. And by club, I mean the rest of the population that's been screwed over by someone else. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.